Hey kiddos and parents too. Happy Friday and 3-day weekend. Remember, there's no school on Monday. Whoop whoop. Okay, I just wanted to record a quick video, hopefully quick video, that gives y'all some updates about some changes that are going to be made starting next week and what face-to-face is kind of going to look like. Starting next week, as far as virtually on Schoology, so when you're at home on those staggered days where you have to go virtual, or if you've chosen virtual all year, there's going to be some changes to how Schoology is going to look. Not in the way Schoology is set up, promise. It's still going to be set up the same. But starting next week, all of the fourth grade teachers are going to be splitting up what they teach. So I will continue to teach you math every day virtually. Virtually, you will see Mrs. Burrows for phonics lessons, Mrs. Johnson for comprehension lessons, Mrs. Gardner for vocabulary lessons, and Mrs. McCrory for fluency lessons. So you'll see their videos on Schoology every day. Now, if you're in school, you're just going to be with me every day, all day. But virtually, you will see all those different teachers for different aspects of reading. Now, when you log on to Schoology and you look in your reading folder, it is going to look a little different. When you click your reading and language arts folder, it's going to look like you've just got this huge laundry list of stuff to do, and you're probably going to say, no, I don't want to do it. It's too much. But I promise you, I pinky promise, it is actually going to be a little bit easier. The reading lesson is not going to be one long reading lesson video. It's actually going to be several smaller videos that are 5 minutes or less. So that will be a lot easier to manage because the videos will be under 5 minutes, and then you'll have a quick assignment for that lesson, or some days you might not have an assignment for that lesson. It just depends on what we've decided to do. So I think it will actually make it a little bit easier to manage for y'all. Now, the reason we're doing that and splitting them up is because next week, we start back staggered face-to-face. So I will be responsible for teaching students in my classroom when you're here, and students that are not physically in my classroom but have chosen to either be virtual all year, or maybe it's just not their day to go to school that week. So to make sure that I give the absolute best of the best to both my in-person students and the virtual students, we have decided that we want to make sure that we don't overload ourselves or overload you, and we make it as easy as possible on everyone so that it's a smooth transition. So we're hoping and praying that this is going to make it a little bit easier, a little less overwhelming. But if you have any questions about it, please know that you can contact me anytime. So those are going to be the changes for next week as far as Schoology looks. Starting next week, we are starting staggered, not Monday because Monday is a holiday, but starting Tuesday, we are doing staggered learning. So there's students that come Tuesday, Thursday, and then there's students that come Wednesday, Friday. If you are not sure which day you are coming, please message me so that I can let you know so that you're here on the right day. I have done a really good job of making sure that everything is socially distanced, so y'all don't have to worry about that as parents. Everyone will be far enough apart to where they will be following guidelines. I've done a really good job with it. I'm pretty proud of myself because it is hard, but I have done it. So I have taken your child's health and safety as a top priority in here. Another cool thing, so starting this week and through December 31st, all kids get a free breakfast and a free lunch every single day. All the kids, virtual or face-to-face. And so that is super awesome, super cool. No one has to pay for lunch through December 31st. So that's really neat. Also, speaking of lunch, there are no microwaves for students this year. They have done this for health reasons. They do not want several students touching the microwave handles and not being able to wipe them down in between, just to keep down from contact germs and stuff like that. So microwaves will not be available for students this year for lunch. So if your child usually brings something that they need to heat up for lunch, you're going to have to talk to them and find some alternative choices. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry if that puts some of you in a kind of like a scramble right now because they always heat something up for lunch, but they are not going to have that option this year. And I'm so sorry for that, but I did need to update you on that. Masks are required. I will be wearing one all day. They need to wear one all day. 2nd through 5th grade, it's mandated mask ordinance, that's in place right now. So they will need a mask. If they come to school and they forget a mask, I do have 3 masks for each student. They can keep them here or they can take them home. Totally up to them, up to what you want. But I do have 3 masks for each student, and they will be in their cubbies when they get here. Make sure that on the first day of school, you know how your child is going home. Your child knows how they're going home, whether it's riding the bus, which bus they ride, if they're going to be a car rider, or if they are after school. So make sure that you talk about that with your child as well. And I'm going to be sending out a separate remind message so that y'all can kind of respond to me there as well. I have tried to cover everything that I could think of that needed to be discussed for next week in this video. If I have said something and it has raised either a concern with you or you have more questions about it, please shoot me a text or shoot me a message on Remind and let me know, and I will try my best to answer it for you. But I am really looking forward to seeing those of you that I've chosen face-to-face next week. I cannot wait. It is going to be a learning curve, but it's going to be so much fun, and I cannot wait to see y'all. Have a great weekend.